Welcome to Pilates with Juliana. This will be a 30-minute full body class. This is the perfect class if you're short on time and looking for a full body workout or as a warm up to another full body activity you're about to do. It is beginner friendly. I will offer modifications and progressions throughout, but I do recommend that you have just a few Pilates classes under your belt before jumping into this one, just because we will move a little bit faster than my other classes. As always, listen to your body and pick the variation that is right for you. And we'll go ahead and get started. So we'll come to a comfortable seated position. You can be crisscross applesauce. Your legs can be out in front. Whatever is comfortable for you. I just want you to sit up nice and straight, sits bones anchored down onto that mat. Hands can rest on your knees or on your ribs for awareness. We'll start with some breathing. Close your eyes if that feels good. And take a big inhale through the nose. Fill up those lungs and exhale it all out through the mouth. Empty out those lungs. Big inhale through the nose like you're smelling roses. Fill those lungs up, up, up. And then exhale it all out like you're blowing out birthday candles. Feel those ribs contract. Big inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Coming into your body. Leaving anything that happened in your day before this behind. That doesn't matter right now. Just focusing on your movement here. Last one, each direction. Big inhale through the nose. And exhale it all out. All right. Go ahead and open those eyes if they're not already open. We'll go into a spinal twist now. Start to find some movement in the spine. So we'll bring the arms out to a T, sit up nice and straight, shoulders down and back, core on, sits bones are still anchored down onto that mat. Take a big inhale. And on your exhale, twist at that midsection, look over your right shoulder. So the twist comes from the obliques, not from the hips. Try to really think about keeping this left hip anchored down onto the mat. And inhale back to center. And exhale, twist the other direction to your left. Again, now we're trying to keep that right hip anchored down onto the mat. Inhale back to center, one more each direction. Exhale, twist. Arms shouldn't be moving relative to your body. They're just along for the ride. We're twisting that rib cage. And inhale back to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Look back at your left hand. And inhale back to center. We'll go into a mermaid stretch now. Take a big inhale, arms are still out to a T. Exhale, slide that rib cage over to the right, keeping that left hip anchored down. Right hand finds the mat. Left arm comes up and over. Really think about pulling that left shoulder back, keeping everything stacked like you're between two panes of glass. Feeling a stretch in the left side body. And inhale back to center. Exhale, slide over to the left. Right hip is still anchored down. Left hand finds the mat. Right hand comes up and over, stretching out that right side body. Trying to keep everything squared up to the wall in front of you. Pulling that right shoulder back now. And inhale back to center. One more each direction. Exhale, slide the rib cage to the right. Right hand finds the mat. Left arm up and over. Option to stay here, or you can twist and bring that left hand down onto the mat. Still keeping that left hip anchored down. Don't let it come up. Twist comes from the midsection, from the obliques, not from the hips. And inhale, restack. Back to center. Last one. Exhale, slide to the left. Left hand finds the mat. Right hand comes up and over. Option to twist and bring that right hand down to the mat, keeping the right hip anchored down still. Deep breaths here. Big inhales through the nose, exhales through the mouth. And inhale, restack. And come back through center. All right, so we'll go ahead and start our ab series portion of this workout. We'll lie down on the mat. I want your knees bent, feet are planted on that mat, about Sits bones distance apart. That means that your knees are lined up with your hips, heels are lined up with your knees. And we'll go through a few pelvic rocks just to remind our bodies where neutral and imprint are before we get started. So go ahead and take a big inhale through the nose. And on your exhale, tuck that pelvis, imprint that spine into the mat. There should be no space between your mat and the back. Back is flush against the mat, but keep that tailbone down. Inhale, arch that spine, really exaggerate the movement. There should be a lot of space beneath your low back. Exhale, imprint. Use those abs to push that back into the mat. Inhale, make the arch just a little bit smaller, a little bit less exaggerated. Exhale, imprint. We're trying to move with the abs, not the glutes here. Tailbone stays anchored down the whole time. And on your next one, find just space for a blueberry beneath the low back. So we're not making it big now. This is neutral. Exhale, imprint. Push that back into the mat, crush that blueberry. And inhale, find your neutral. Tailbone is heavy, core is on. Last one. Exhale, imprint. Inhale, find your neutral, settle in, core is on, tailbone heavy. And we'll go ahead and start with chest lift now. Fingertips will point up towards the sky. Option to stay here, feet plant on the mat, back is in neutral. Or you can exhale, imprint. One leg comes into tabletop, then the other. Stay here. Wherever you're at, big inhale. Exhale, head, neck, and shoulders come up. Eyes gaze between those knees. And inhale, lower back down. Exhale, lift. Hands come to your hips. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. I want you hinging at that rib line, lifting the shoulder blades completely up off the mat, not just the head. Working those top 4 abs, starting to wake up the abs. And boy, is it hard to do this while you talk. I always forget that till I start moving. Abs are so hard to do while talking, so I don't know why I keep talking. Last one, hold that chest lift and pulse the head, neck, and shoulders up 1 inch, down 1 inch for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Go ahead and rest. Shake it out. So we worked the top 4 abs. Now we're going to work the bottom 4 abs. We'll start with toe taps and then progress from there, knee folds, and then we'll progress to toe taps. So we start with back neutral, tailbone heavy, core is on. We got that space for a blueberry beneath the low back. And then we'll take a big inhale to prepare. Exhale, bring the left leg into tabletop. So we're looking for 90-90 bend, 90-degree bend with my body and the leg, 90-degree ankle bend in the knee. And inhale, lower. Try not to change the knee. Exhale, lift. Again, I've got my shin parallel to the floor, or at least that's what I'm going for. I can't see myself, you can. And I want my knee stacked right over my hip. Inhale, lower. The movement comes from the hip socket, not from the knee. So make sure you're not changing the bend in that knee the whole time. We also want the backs to stay neutral. So I'm going to show you what not to do. Don't do this. We don't want to arch or imprint or anything like that as we move. So it's really common to imprint as you lift, arch as you lower. That's not what we want. Nothing changes in the upper body. We're just moving from that hip socket, really focusing on engaging that core to keep our neutral spine. Hips are not moving. Option to stay here, or if you'd like to kick it up a notch, bring the left leg into tabletop, hold, exhale, imprint. Right leg meets it. And now we'll inhale, drop just the left leg to the mat. Exhale, lift. Inhale, right leg drops. Exhale, lift. And so if you're here, your back is staying imprinted. What I don't want you to do is arch as you lower. This is not what I want. You're taking the work completely out of the abs there and bringing it into the low back. So instead, really think about pushing that back into the mat. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. If your back is arching, you can go back to knee folds, what we just did when we started this movement, or you can try less of a bend in the knees. That would be, I guess, more of a bend in the knee. Smaller angle bend, that might help. Or you can try just not tapping the foot all the way to the ground. As long as you feel your low abs working, you're doing it right. And then the last progression, you can straighten those legs. Back is still imprinted. Same movement. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. We just have a longer lever now, putting even more work into those low floor abs. We'll do 3 more each side, wherever you're at. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Last 2. I am shaking. I hope you are too. Last 1 each side. And thank God, rest. All right, shake it out. Next, we're going to work the obliques. So you work the top 4 abs, bottom 4 abs. Obliques are next. You can stay with the feet planted on the mat. Back is neutral. Or you can exhale, imprint. One leg into tabletop, then the other. No matter where you're at, head, neck, and shoulders come up. Hands come behind the head. Elbows out wide. We're cradling the head, not pulling on it. And then on your exhale, you'll bring your right elbow to your left knee. Option to straighten the right leg. Back to center. Exhale, switch. So I don't want your knees, if your legs are in tabletop, your knees don't come in any closer than your hip bones. If your feet are planted on the floor, your legs stay still. They don't move side to side. You're bringing that elbow to your knee, not that knee to your elbow, really lifting that shoulder blade completely up off the the mat. I teach a lot of reformer as well. Good job. Find those obliques. 3 more each side. Last 3. And 2. And last 1 each side. And shake it out. Good job. All right, we're going to finish off our ab series with hundreds, and then we'll move on. So your options in hundreds: feet can stay planted on the mat, back is in neutral, head can be up or down. And then if you'd like to progress the legs, you can bring the legs into tabletop. You can extend one leg at a time, or you can extend both legs. So I'll get you into tabletop. If you're not choosing to go into tabletop, stay here. And then you can take whatever challenge you want from there. So fingertips to the sky. Exhale, imprint. Again, if you're not going to tabletop, stay neutral. One leg in tabletop, then the other. Big inhale here. Exhale, head, neck, and shoulders come up. Hands come to the hips. And inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good job. Halfway there. Got this. Power through your fingertips. Abs should be working hard. Almost there. Inhale. Exhale. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Drop those feet to the mat if you're not already there. We'll go for a spinal twist. Arms out wide. Knees drop to the left. Head looks to the right. Stretch out those abs. And inhale back to center. And exhale, switch. And inhale back to center. And then we'll go into our bridging next. So we'll go ahead and find our neutral spine. Feet are planted, lined up with those knees lined up with hips. If you have no issues in your back, no disc issues, no osteoporosis, articulation is fine. We're going to articulate up. Otherwise, I want you to keep neutral spine and hinge. The feet are parallel, heels planted on that mat. Big inhale. Exhale, imprint that spine, roll it on up 1 vertebrae at a time. Hold at the top, big inhale. And exhale, slowly melt it down, 1 vertebrae at a time. Tailbone touches down last, big inhale. Exhale, roll it back up. Pause at the top, big inhale. Tuck those hips, engage those glutes, abs pulled in and down. And exhale, slowly bring it back down. So we're thinking about rolling through each vertebrae as slow as we can. We're holding at the top, tucking those hips. We're trying to line up our shoulder with our hip, with our knee in a straight line. And then exhale, bring it down. If articulation is not for you, I want you to find the neutral spine. Hold it here. Take a big inhale. Exhale, hinge it up, keeping neutral, no articulation. If that's not in your body, exhale, keep neutral, tap those hips back down. Big inhale. Exhale, lift. Inhale, hold. Exhale, lower. I'm going to go back to articulation, but you do you. Pick the variation that's right for your body today. We'll do 2 more here. Lift, hold. Exhale, bring it back down. Last one, hold at the top. And we'll pulse. Inhale, lower 1 inch. Exhale, lift. Keeping those hips level. Abs pulled in and down. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift for 3 and 2. And hold. Drop just the left hip. Lift it back up. Just the right hip. Lift it back up. Glute isolation here, making sure both glutes work evenly. Inhale, lower. Exhale to lift for 3 and 2. Last one each side. Make sure you're even. Hold at the top. And exhale, slowly bring it on down. Good job. Hug your knees into your chest. Best part of this being an express short workout is we are already done with bridging. Good job. So we'll go ahead and come up, make your way up, whatever works for you. And then we're going to do just 1 plank today. Other good part of it being an express class, only 1 plank. It's going to be a 60-second challenge. If you don't have 60 seconds in your body today, that's totally fine. It's called a challenge because I just want you to hold for as long as you can today. And next time your goal is to hold for longer than you did today. And before you know it, you'll be planking for 5 minutes. Maybe, just kidding. All right, so your options in a plank, as always, knees up or down, hands or elbows. And if you're on your hands, weight in the other 2 fingers. You should be able to lift the thumbs up off the mat. Elbows, you have parallel forearms. Do not collapse in that chest. All right, so pick your plank. Big inhale. And exhale, find your plank. 60 seconds here. Hips tucked, glutes on. Draw those inner thighs together. Don't forget to breathe. Big inhales to the nose, exhales to the mouth. Abs are pulled up and in. Straight line from the knees or the heels to the crown of the head. Hold, hold, hold. You got this. Eyes should be gazing just in front of those fingertips. Hold, hold, hold. I don't know if you can tell, but I am shaking. If you're shaking, good job. We're already 30 seconds down. Good job. Hold, hold, hold. Whew. Planks don't get easier, you get stronger. We're at 40 seconds. Good job. Hold, hold, hold. You got this. Big inhales to the nose, exhales to the mouth. And 50 seconds. Last 10 seconds. You can do anything for 10 seconds. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a child's pose. Good job. Whew. Planks are done. No more planking today. Got this. All right. So now we'll go ahead and go into our side lying series. Be a combo of glute work and arm work. So we'll go ahead and lie down on our left side. We're going to start with our hips stacked, shoulders stacked. We're going to start with our arm work. We'll get to the glute work. So I want you to bring your right hand in front of your body. Left arm wraps around your body, just so it's out of the way. It doesn't really matter where this arm is. I just want it out of the way so it doesn't wrap all the way around your body. Totally fine. Just whatever is convenient for you to be out of the way. Arm is straight. And then you inhale, bend that elbow, exhale, straighten. So this is deceptively hard. It's one of those movements where it sure doesn't look like a lot. It sure feels like a lot. My arm is working very hard. This can be as big or small as you want it to be. So if you're here, this is totally fine. If you feel the work in that arm, good job. You can also make it big, come all the way down, and bring it all the way back up. Totally optional. First time I did these, I was like, yeah, sure, that looks easy. I can do that. I can go all the way down, all the way back up. Nope. Once I got here, I was stuck. So if that's where you're at today, know that we all start there, and you will get there. So just feel that arm work. Last 3 and 2 and 1. Good job. Bring the left hand down, shake it out. Arm work on that side is done. And we'll go into our glute work now. So you have a few options here. You can have the elbow down, left elbow down. We want that elbow underneath your shoulder. You can be propped up on your elbow like this, or you can use your arm as a pillow. Arm can be straight, whatever is comfortable for you here. I'm going to bring my elbow under my shoulder. I find that the most comfortable, brings awareness to my core. We want those hips stacked, shoulders stacked, core is on. Even though we're lying down in Pilates, our core is always working. Think about pulling this bottom oblique up and away from your mat. And then I want you to glue those heels together. And then big inhale. Exhale, open that top knee. Inhale, close. So these hips don't move. I want you to think about pushing that top hip forward towards the wall in front of you while that knee opens back in opposition. That's what creates that glute work. We're working the glute medius. It's a muscle right here. It's super important, protects our knees and our hips from all sorts of alignment issues and injuries. So just think about that throughout this series while it hurts so good. You can bring your feet up if you'd like, but keep those heels glued together, whatever gives you the best range of motion. Exhale, open, inhale, close. Last 3 and 2 and 1. Good job. Quick rest. So make sure those hips are stacked, shoulders are stacked again, core is on. We're going to extend that top leg out. It's at hip level. Don't let it drop down any lower. And we're going to take a big inhale, exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Trying to keep that leg straight. Point that toe if you can. Hips are stacked, shoulders are stacked, core is on. Don't collapse on that bottom oblique. Hurts so good. My glute is on fire. I hope yours is too. Small movement, but it sure does a lot. Leg is parallel to the wall in front of you. No turnout. No Jane Fonda here. This top hip doesn't open up or roll back. Think about still pushing it towards the wall in front of you for 3, 2, and hold that leg at hip level and circle that leg. Tiny circles, size of a teacup. Last movement on this side. And switch directions for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Bring it in. You can roll to your back. Give yourself a figure 4 stretch. Flex that right foot. Bring it above the left knee. Pull on the opposite leg if you'd like. You can push on this knee. Rock side to side. Whatever feels good here. Stretch out that glute medius. That piriformis just works super hard. And then I have good news for you. We get to do it all over again. Don't want you to be uneven. All right, go ahead and unravel. Swivel around. We'll come to lie on our right side now. So let's check in. Hips are stacked, shoulders are stacked, core is on. We start with that arm work. So we bring the left arm in front of us. Right arm wraps around. Again, we just want it out of the way. Doesn't matter if you can't reach all the way around your body. Just tuck it away so it's not in the way. And then we inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Again, this is as big or small as you need it to be. Listen to your body. If you're here and you're feeling the arm work, because I absolutely am, fantastic. Good job. Your arm muscles are working. We're getting stronger here. And then if you want to start to make it bigger, go for it. And if you go all the way down and you get stuck here, that's fine. Just use both arms, push yourself back up, start over. It's totally fine. No wrong way to, well, there are wrong ways to do this, but if you get stuck, that is not wrong, is what I mean. Ooh, this arm is much harder for me. I'm right-handed, so my right arm is a lot stronger. So if this side feels harder or easier for you, that's totally normal. We're all uneven. If you are even, then you're probably not human. All right. Last 3 and 2 and 1. Whew. Shake it out. Arm work is done. Good job. Go move on to that glute work on this side. So again, pick your preferred position. I'm going to have my elbow stacked under my shoulder. No matter where you're at, hips are stacked, shoulders are stacked, core on. Glue those heels together. And then exhale, open. Inhale, close. Remember, hips stay stacked. Think about pushing that top hip towards the wall in front of you. Knee opens up in opposition. We're warming up that other side glute medius now. Option to lift the feet if that gives you better range of motion, but heels stay glued together. Don't let them separate. Whew. Make sure you're not collapsing in this bottom oblique. This side is so much harder for me. Again, if this side feels different, harder or easier, totally normal. We're all at least a little bit uneven. It's part of being human. In Pilates, we work to counteract those imbalances. So you're in the right place. Last 3. And 2. And 1. Whew. Okay. Hip stack, shoulder stack, core on. Straighten out that top leg, point that toe. Leg is at hip level. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. This is a small range of motion. Leg is in parallel, not turn out. We're keeping this hip still. Doesn't open up or roll back. Ooh, glute is on fire. Heart so good. Ooh. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold there, hip level, and circle. Trying to wobble those hips. We just got that leg moving in that hip socket. Almost done. And switch directions for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Glute work is done. Roll to your back. Left foot flexes. Bring it above the right knee. Pull that opposite leg into your body. This side stretch is much easier for me though, weirdly. The work is harder on this side, but the stretch is easier. Bodies are weird. All right, and I have good news for you. We are done with the hard work. We are cooling down from here on out. So go ahead and unravel, come up, whatever way feels best for you. If you need to use your arms, go for it. We'll go ahead and have a seat. Bring the soles of the feet together for a butterfly stretch. Your butterfly can be out here or in close. Your knees can be up high, whatever feels good in your body. Grab those ankles if that's accessible to you. If not, you can grab up higher on the legs. Just make contact with your legs in some way. Try and open those knees just a little bit wider than where you're at. Use the elbows if that feels good. Lean forward, but keep that back straight. We're trying not to round here. Trying to bring the chest forward, bring the heart forward. Feel a stretch in the inner thighs. Whew. Hopefully your full body is feeling well worked now. All right, and then we'll end just how we started, seated, whatever your preferred comfortable position is. Sits bones anchored down. We'll do one more mermaid stretch to finish it out. So bring the arms out to a T. Big inhale. Exhale, slide the ribs over to the right. Right hand finds the mat. Left arm comes up and over. Hold there. And then if it feels good, go ahead and twist. Bring that left hand down to the mat. Hold here. Think about keeping the left hip anchored down onto the mat. Arm comes back up, back to center. Exhale, slide over to the left. Left hand finds the mat. Right hand comes up and over. Option to stay here, or if you'd like to twist, right hand comes down. Right hip is staying anchored down onto that mat still. Deep breaths. And then go ahead and restack. Come back up. And then we'll bring the hands to our knees, close those eyes, roll the shoulders down and back a few times. Big inhales through the nose, exhales through the mouth. Let that heart rate come down. Thank your body for all the hard work it did for you today. And then go ahead and take one more big inhale. Exhale those arms up. Interlace the fingers, really stretch it up towards the sky. And exhale, slowly drop your arms. And you are all done. Good work today. If you liked this class, be sure to like and follow. If you have any feedback for me, was it too fast, too slow, not enough modifications, not enough progressions? I'd love to hear it. Drop it in the comments, send me a message on Instagram, email me, and be sure to follow me on TikTok and Instagram, Pilates with Juliana as well. Have a great day. Bye.